Hey everyone, welcome back to Engliflow. I'm James.
And I'm Emma. Thanks for being here.
So today we're talking about something that almost every English learner struggles with.
Confidence.
Exactly. Not the loud, showy kind, but the kind that lets you walk into a room, speak in English, and not spend the rest of the day worrying about what people thought.
Yes, and we're going to connect this to your English learning journey because honestly, confidence is everything when it comes to speaking a new language.
Let's dive in.
So, James, let's start with the big question. Why is confidence so hard for English learners?
I think it's because learning a language makes you feel vulnerable. You're trying to express yourself, but the words don't come out the way you want, and that's uncomfortable.
Totally. And the worst part, most people think everyone is judging them.
Right. You say one sentence with a small mistake, and suddenly your brain is like, they think I'm stupid.
Exactly. But here's the truth. Most people aren't thinking about you as much as you think they are.
That's such an important point. Everyone is too busy worrying about themselves.
So true. But when you're learning English, your brain doesn't believe that. It tells you everyone noticed your mistake. Everyone is laughing inside.
And that voice, the one that says you're not good enough, that's what we call the inner critic.
Yes, the inner critic is the biggest enemy of confidence.
It's like having someone sitting on your shoulder, constantly whispering, you're going to mess up. Don't speak. Just stay quiet.
And the more you listen to it, the stronger it gets.
Exactly, because thoughts become beliefs when you repeat them, and beliefs shape everything. How you see yourself, how you speak, how you learn.
Let me give you an example. If you believe I'm bad at speaking English, then every time someone doesn't understand you, your brain says, "See, I told you."
That's called confirmation bias. Your brain looks for proof that your belief is true.
Right. But if you believe I'm learning and improving, then the same situation feels different. You think, okay, they didn't understand. Let me try again.
Totally different energy.
Completely. So confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about believing you're allowed to make mistakes and still be enough.
I love that. You're allowed to be a work in progress.
Okay, so let's talk about how the mind works, because once you understand this, everything changes.
Go ahead.
So your mind can either be your home, your safe place, or your prison,
That's a powerful way to put it.
right? And it all depends on the story you tell yourself.
Explain that a bit more.
Okay, let's say you're in a conversation and you use the wrong word. What happens next?
Well, if your inner critic is loud, you might think, I'm so stupid. I always mess up.
Exactly. And that thought creates a feeling: shame, embarrassment, frustration.
And then you stop trying.
Yes, but if you change the thought to something like, oops, wrong word, I'll remember next time, the feeling is totally different.
You feel calm, maybe even a little proud that you noticed.
Exactly. So the situation didn't change, only the story.
That's so important because most of the time, the situation itself isn't the problem. It's how we interpret it.
Yes, and here's the thing. Our brains are incredible at making up stories, especially nightmare stories.
So true.
Like, someone doesn't reply to your message, and your brain says, they hate me, my English was terrible.
When really, they're just busy.
Exactly. We create fiction, and we believe it.
So part of building confidence is learning to question those stories.
Yes. Ask yourself, is this thought true, or is this just my inner critic being loud?
All right, let's get practical. What are some real ways to build confidence as an English learner?
Great question. I've got a few methods. Let's go through them one by one.
Let's do it.
Method 1. Talk to yourself with kindness.
This sounds simple, but it's huge.
It is. Most people speak to themselves in a way they would never speak to a friend.
Right, like you're so stupid. Why can't you speak better?
Exactly. But if a friend made a mistake, you'd say, "It's okay, you're learning. Try again."
So we need to give ourselves that same kindness.
Yes. Every morning, try writing yourself a short, kind message, like, "You're doing your best. You're improving every day."
And even if it feels weird at first, keep doing it.
Exactly. Over time, that voice gets stronger.
Method 2. Stop trying to be perfect.
Oh, this is a big one.
So many learners think I can't speak until my English is perfect.
And that's a trap, because perfection doesn't exist.
Right, even native speakers make mistakes.
Totally. So instead of waiting to be perfect, just start speaking. Accept that mistakes are part of the process.
And actually, mistakes are proof that you're trying.
I love that. Mistakes mean you're brave enough to practice. Method 3. Remember, it's not personal.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if someone doesn't understand you, or if a conversation feels awkward, it's not always about your English.
Right. Maybe they're distracted. Maybe they're having a bad day.
Exactly. Everything is energy. Sometimes people just don't connect, and that's okay.
So don't take everything personally.
Yes, and this is especially helpful in conversations. If someone seems uninterested, don't immediately think, "My English is bad."
It might just be the wrong moment or the wrong match.
Exactly.
Method 4. Celebrate small wins.
Yes, this is so important.
We're so good at noticing what we did wrong, but we forget to celebrate what we did right.
Right, like maybe today you spoke English for 5 minutes without stopping. That's huge.
Or maybe you used a new word correctly.
Exactly. Write it down, notice it, celebrate it.
Because when you celebrate yourself, you train your brain to look for the good.
Yes, and that builds confidence naturally. Method 5. Ask yourself, what would my confident self do?
Ooh, I like this one.
So imagine yourself 1 year from now. You're confident. You speak English without fear. You don't worry about mistakes.
Okay, I'm imagining.
Now ask, what would that version of me do right now?
Ah, so it helps you get decisions from a stronger place.
Exactly. Like, your confident self wouldn't skip the speaking practice. Your confident self would join the conversation.
So you're kind of stepping into that identity before you fully feel it.
Yes, and over time, it becomes real. Method 6. Accept that not everyone will like you, and that's okay.
This one is so freeing.
Right? Because so many learners are trying to be liked by everyone.
And that's impossible. Even native speakers aren't liked by everyone.
Exactly. So stop trying to please everyone. Just focus on being yourself. And when you stop worrying about being liked, you start speaking more freely. Because you're not performing, you're just communicating.
Exactly.
Method 7. Practice in safe spaces first.
This is practical advice.
Yes, you don't have to jump into a big presentation right away. Start small.
Like talking to yourself in English or recording voice notes.
Exactly. Or speaking with one friend who's supportive.
Build confidence in a safe space, then slowly expand.
Yes, confidence grows with practice, not pressure.
All right, let's talk about some common mistakes English learners make when it comes to confidence.
Good idea.
Mistake number 1, thinking you need to sound like a native speaker.
Oh, this one is everywhere.
Right? People think if I don't sound like a native, I'm failing.
But that's not true. Communication is the goal, not imitation.
Exactly. Your accent is part of who you are. It's not something to hide.
And honestly, most native speakers don't care about your accent. They care about understanding you.
So true.
Mistake number 2, avoiding speaking because you're afraid of mistakes.
This is the biggest trap.
Yes, because the only way to improve is to speak, but fear keeps people silent.
And silence doesn't build confidence. It builds more fear.
Exactly, so you have to push through the discomfort.
Start small, but start. Mistake number 3, comparing yourself to others.
Ugh, this one hurts.
Right? You see someone who speaks fluently and you think, I'll never be like that.
But you don't know their story. Maybe they've been learning for 10 years. Maybe they live in an English-speaking country.
Exactly. Everyone's journey is different.
So instead of comparing, just focus on your own progress.
Compare yourself to who you were last month. That's the only comparison that matters.
Let me tell you about someone I know. We'll call her Lily.
Okay.
Lily had been learning English for 3 years. She could read and write well, but she almost never spoke.
Why not?
She was terrified. She thought people would laugh at her accent. She thought she'd say something stupid.
So what changed?
One day, she joined an online speaking group. Just casual conversation practice.
How did it go?
The first time, she barely said anything, but she showed up again the next week, and the week after that.
So she kept going.
Yes, and slowly she started speaking more. She made mistakes, but no one laughed. No one judged her.
And she realized her fear was bigger than the reality.
Exactly. After a few months, she told me, "I don't sound perfect, but I can communicate, and that feels amazing."
I love that.
Me too, because she didn't wait to feel confident. She acted, and confidence followed.
All right, let's give listeners a simple daily routine to build confidence.
Love it. Here's what I'd suggest. Step 1. Every morning, write yourself one kind sentence.
Like what?
"I'm proud of myself for practicing," or "I'm learning, and that's enough."
Simple, but powerful. Step 2. Speak English out loud for at least 5 minutes.
It doesn't have to be with someone. Talk to yourself. Describe your day. Explain a recipe.
Just get your mouth moving in English.
Exactly. Step 3. Notice one thing you did well today.
Even if it's small.
Yes, write it down. Celebrate it.
Step 4. When you make a mistake, say this. That's okay, I'm learning.
Don't criticize yourself. Just acknowledge it and move on.
That's how you train your brain to be kinder.
Step 5. Before bed, ask yourself, what would my confident self do tomorrow?
Then write one small action.
Like, join a conversation or ask a question in English.
And then actually do it.
So here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from knowing you're enough, even when you're still learning.
And that's something you can start building today.
Yes, you don't need to wait. You don't need permission. You just need to start.
Speak, make mistakes, keep going.
And remember, your worth was never up for discussion.
I love that.
Me too.
All right, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to keep improving your English in a natural, confident way, make sure you subscribe to Engliflow.
We're here to help you every step of the way.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you in the next episode.